Hello, my name is Daniel Javier. Welcome to this new BIZZ training session, The Power of Recognition. It's my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Nancy Branger. She's the Human Development Director of WORLDCOB. She has 45 years of professional activity as an expert international speaker on issues of leadership, motivation, influence, assertive communication, and personal power. With you, our dear Nancy Branger.
Thank you very much, Daniel. It's a pleasure to be here with you. And yes, today we're going to be working on the power of recognition. But first of all, I want to give a special words of thanks to those who have contributed in making possible this virtual event. And of course, to WORLDCOB staff, members, and winners. To all of you, thank you so much. And now, before we start with this conference, I would like to say a few words for this special event. We all know that the year 2020 has been one of the most difficult in recent memory. But the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. And WORLDCOB Virtual Summit is a great opportunity to celebrate the end of the year with a global event on recognition. I know you've been making big efforts in order to be here. So my respect and admiration to all of you for your dedication, your trust, and contribution to build new ways to celebrate life, success, and recognition. Now, let us share a big smile. And I hope this will be an inspiring experience for you. And please feel comfortable and welcome to WORLDCOB BIZZ Training 2020. I invite you to be comfortable and relax, and please have a glass of water close to you, a piece of paper and a pencil, because now we are going to be sharing some ideas about the power of recognition. How can recognition help you in your business? But now let's see what is the content of this conference. And we are going to share with you the objectives. We're going to be shaking what is the amazing power of appreciation at work. What is the value of recognition? Maybe some scientific information that may be useful for you. And we're going to talk about the recognition experience, and at the end, some conclusions. So I hope you enjoy this experience today. And so now, what the objectives are is, first of all, to provide some ideas that promote the benefits of a meaningful recognition, and to contribute to a healthy workplace for your company. How recognition contributes to a productive business in a healthy workplace. First, I want to invite you to watch this video. Some of you have seen it before, probably in Washington a few years ago, but I want you to see it again. And now with new eyes, with a new kind of observation. So now enjoy this video about the amazing power of appreciation at work.
Today is a special day all about you.
So, really?
Will you sit? Come here.
I know I told you we were here.
Is this a surprise?
Kind of.
Oh my God, who are you guys?
We're here to recognize you for all that you do for us.
For everything that you did for me during my surgeries, taking care of me and propping the pillows up just right, and making sure that I was comfortable. And every single day when I woke up, he would say, "Good morning, beautiful."
A few years back, you invited me to your family's house for Thanksgiving. It seemed like kind of a small thing at the time, but you and your family accepted me into your home, and thank you so much for being such a great friend to me and being my Chicago sister.
I brought you here because you positively impacted my life. When I first met you, you were coaching, and I got in a lot of trouble, if you remember that.
I remember.
I also remember a phone call, first thing on a Saturday morning.
Quit feeling sorry for yourself.
Right. You had a heart-to-heart. You were saying, you made a mistake. All right, own up to it and get better.
And you did.
You handle the behind-the-scenes part, and I couldn't do what I do without you.
You have to make me cry. The first class that I had with you, you were truly challenging every student.
You never phone it in. It never feels fake. It feels like you're paying attention to each and every one of us and what we need. It's super awesome. You're so good at it.
I wanted to bring you here today to recognize you. I appreciate everything you've done for me from when I was a little baby and you helped my mother raise me, and for being in my life and shining positivity and supporting me through every venture.
I remember you said that I was like a warrior. So now, like, because of you, instead of scars being a bad thing, scars are like the map of my experience. And now the scars make me feel like a warrior because you made me feel like a warrior. You made me feel brave.
You guys did this for me, is like my Oscar. You know what I mean?
I guess I never realized how impactful it was.
Thank you for kind of taking a chance on an unknown kid.
You were a role model. That's priceless. And you deserve to be recognized for it.
Thank you, Patrick.
That's what this is about today.
You know I'll never forget it.
While you recognizing me, don't forget to recognize yourself.
Thank you.
You see what I'm saying?
The power of recognition is immense.
There's something about being recognized that I think shows somebody in a much deeper way how much you appreciate them and what they've meant to your life.
Recognition makes you come alive. It's kind of like electricity. It's a little buzz.
Like a chemical reaction, once one person does it, another person wants to do it, and it becomes contagious.
Getting a moment like this is super, super amazing, powerful, great thing. I want to stay here forever.
Yes, absolutely. That's a wonderful way on how to see how recognition contributes to a productive business and a healthy workplace. First, any time that you make people feel better about themselves, you're building motivation. So this is very interesting, and I'm glad we were able to share this video with you. And what is the value of recognition? Well, recognition improves self-esteem, just like we saw right now. And just very few words saying thank you, saying I appreciate what you've done for me. That's very, very powerful. Also, the value of recognition is related to this teamwork. When you encourage teamwork, well done, you did very well. Thank you very much for all the efforts. You're doing great. Those are very simple and very powerful words. And so recognition drives performance, and it is a very positive influence to others. And why do we have to recognize? Why is it important? Well, in WORLDCOB, we know that very well. That's part of our objectives, because we know how important that is, because it enforces positive working culture, it improves quality of work, and it also improves productivity by up to 31%, according to certain researchers. So a person who feels appreciated will always do more than what is expected. And I want you to think about this. How can recognition help you in your business? And just feel the experience you already have lived when you became a winner of the BIZZ Awards. What are the benefits of recognition? You know, something maybe a few years ago, it was difficult to think about this, how important recognition is. Now, let's see what the benefits are. And first of all, it increases individual productivity. It makes a higher loyalty and satisfaction scores from customers, and it reduces negative effects such as absenteeism and stress. And there is something really important that motivated people will look after your customers better. So pay attention to this, because this is something that probably you never thought before. And today I want to tell you that there is something extraordinary in what happens with recognition. It goes beyond formality. It creates new links between the individual and others. And this is something that you can feel and you can see in people's eyes how much they change when you recognize their efforts and their work. So their feelings of well-being that enriches the world of relationships. And there's a lot of scientific information, but today I just want to share something very, very simple with you. And you can check, because this is related to health. And scientific information, we find there are several studies, and this is one of them. One study of healthcare said that working for a boss people dislike, they had a significantly higher blood pressure. They used to be complaining, they used to be tired, they didn't like what they weren't happy about their job. And the British scientist, George Fieldman, says, this boss-induced hypertension could increase the risk of coronary heart disease. So when somebody works in a company and is not satisfied, he doesn't feel recognized, that person gets tired very easily, is bored, and of course, he or she will not do their best. And so there is something that we always talk about energy in our meetings, in our workshops. When we are interacting with people, our heart field literally encompasses their body and vice versa. This means that when you talk to someone, you get in contact with a part you probably won't see, but it's there. It's the energy. And depending on the way you talk to them, that would make them feel good or bad or uncomfortable. So here we see how the power of words influences in the work and health, and of course, attitude. Even in a virtual meeting, and we've been going through virtual meetings all these days, and even in a virtual meeting, you can have emotions, you can have feelings, you can celebrate everything you've done this year, this difficult year. So it doesn't matter if we are person to person, face to face, but how nice it is when you receive a little note handwritten saying, thank you for the job you've done. It was great. Or thank you for cooking this meal for me. Or so many things, you know, in life, even with your family and your friends and your neighbors, just very few words of recognition make a big, big difference. Now, recognizing people you work with is very important. When you say, well done, congratulations, thank you very much, it will help you to grow your business very fast. It will also help you to become a better person and, of course, a better business leader. I want to remember this image. It was very important for me. I saw Danielle and this wonderful girl we met in Dubai, and they were doing their best. It was a celebration. It was a ceremony that was just great. And I thought, next to excellence comes appreciation of it. And when I saw people's side, and they were so excited and they were so grateful, and because everyone, they did and made all the possible to give their 100%. Recognition is a meaningful way to demonstrate to employees that you care about their work and well-being. And this is something to think about. Even when they aren't in the office and they're working at their desks, now more than before, it is very important to recognize their time, their effort, their dedication. And this might be very simple, but believe me, it makes a big, big difference. And there are people who have said motivation is the number one, and recognition is the number one motivator, creating employee engagement and good work. So this is something to take into consideration, and I want you to share these ideas with your friends and also with your family. Why not? So now let's see how the recognition experience is. Just remember when you received your trophy and when we said, and the winner is, and then you were recognized in front of so many people. And now that we have this virtual experience, there are hundreds and probably thousands of people that are going to be watching that moment. Just feel that moment, think of it, and try to reproduce that experience and make your people, the people you work with, make them feel better, make them feel that it's worth working in your company. And believe me, again, you are going to see the difference. Of course, there are many ways to recognize people. There are many, many ways. There are social benefits, courtesy toward customers, there are rewards. There are many things, training, you can pay special trainings, and but recognition is something that is always has to be present, always. Because recognition is a powerful motivator to those who receive it as well as to those who observe it. And every time we are recognizing people, all the staff in WORLDCOB and all the business people, they feel so happy and so excited. We share that energy. And just imagine if you can reproduce this experience in your own company. It will make something really great. And think about some actions that you can take in order to give recognition. Of course, there are many actions, many, many, many actions. And for example, send them an unexpected greeting card with a handwritten note. That's wonderful. Particularly, I like that very much. I enjoy when people write a little note to me because, mails and Zoom and all this technology is great. Of course, it helps a lot. But sometimes we need that little note, handwritten. It makes you feel great. It makes you feel unique. For example, recognize them on social media as with their photo and a message of their accomplishments. That's nice too. That's very nice. And this is, sometimes you don't have to, you don't have the opportunity to write a note, but you can use the social media power. And if you have an employee special one, why not? Take a picture and put it in your social media and send a beautiful message. And you'll see how how he or she, they're going to react. Another way of to recognize people is call them just to say congratulations. As simple as that. As simple as that. And don't take too long, because some recognition, there is one thing that is very important to take into account. You have to do it immediately. Don't say, for example, tomorrow I'll write a letter, tomorrow I'll call him or I'll call her. No, do it as soon as you can. It makes a difference. And so what other ideas do you have? For example, hold a special dinner with awards, invite the people, the family, and have the special dinner or special celebration even in the company. Well, why not? Now that we are all in a virtual space, why not celebrating this with friends and family in a Zoom meeting, recognizing special workers? That would be a good idea. And of course, trophies and plaques and ribbons, that's also very important. You have the physical part of it. They will proudly display their awards and trophies. And these trophies will be there reminding them how important they are for the company. So today, I'm grateful for many things. I'm grateful for all my team. I'm grateful for all the people that are part of WORLDCOB. I'm grateful to my family, to my friends. I'm grateful to life, and I'm grateful to my little dog that it always is here with me in the good and the bad moments. And now I want to ask you, what are you grateful for? Because the first thing you have to do is to recognize yourself. First, watching and paying attention what you're grateful for. And if you have a piece of paper and a pen right now, you can just 2 or 3 words. What are you grateful for? Think about that. The job you have, the house you have, the family, your team, or probably your good health. Even grateful for being able to have a computer. There are many people who don't have a computer. What are you grateful for? So try to do this exercise from time to time, and try to do it sincerely. And believe me, it's something very impressive, how powerful it can be in our lives. When you get up in the morning, think about what that you are grateful for. Today, having a house, having a car, having health, being alive, those are very important things to be grateful for. So, in conclusion, and I want you to think about this. The power of recognition has a big influence in our lives, our daily life, not only in our companies, in our relationships. Yes, with your friends, your brothers and sisters, your neighbors, with your wives or husband. Yes, it motivates and inspires individuals and teams to do their best. It is so powerful that it minimizes frustrations, anger, resentment. It also empowers your businesses. Now, doing recognition, there's something there that is very important to take into account. It has to be sincere. It has to come from the bottom of your heart. It cannot be mechanic. It cannot be something that you repeat and you have to feel that, because each worker, each individual has a heart like you do. And so talk to their heart. Try to get deeper into their lives, even if you are not face to face. This is one of the secrets of the real power of recognition, because recognition makes your business a more rewarding human experience. We can use technology, my friends. We can have all the equipments we can imagine, but the human experience, even at a distance, is more powerful than any technology, than the technology. Yes, the human experience is always there. And what is great about this is that human beings, we've gone through so many difficult times through the years, since the beginning of the times, you know, through the history, there will always have been problems and difficult times and obstacles, but human beings always survive. And they try to do, when they try to do the best, and they become creative, and they become stronger. My God, the human experience goes bigger and bigger and bigger. To win the marketplace, you must first win the workplace. This is something that has been said by a lot of leaders and also for scientists. First, before you think about winning the marketplace, work with your people. Work with them. And one part of this working together is recognizing what they do, when they do it well. I want to take these few seconds to wish you and your loved ones peace, health, happiness, and prosperity in the coming year. I hope you will be able, and we all be able, to see each other next year. But now this year, after all the effort, we have to celebrate it with lights, applauses, and enjoy this wonderful virtual ceremony that WORLDCOB has prepared for you. I want to thank so many people, because it's been very hard, you know, to work with all the obstacles we had to face this year. But I want to thank you. I want to thank the team we work with. I want to thank every person that made this meeting possible. This is very simple, and I know you are very busy, but I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you so much. Just think about the power of recognition and apply the few ideas we have exchanged today. If you have any questions, there you have my mail. There you have also, you can, write to info@worldcupvirtual.com or Nancy Branger @gmail.com. You can ask all the questions you want, and I'll be very willing to answer them. So for now, Happy New Year, and I hope to see you very, very soon. And congratulations to all of you. You really deserved this recognition. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.